Alright guys, I was feeling spontaneous today, so I'm gonna do a fast and loose knitting podcast for you guys. I'm also gonna be playing with the cats because I got stuff to do. We got stuff going on, so if you hear some playing in the background, that's what that is. It also might be hard to hear me because we have to have the AC on. It's so hot in this apartment. We live in basically a concrete box, which is fine. I mean, it's actually kind of nice. We can almost never hear our neighbors. You know, like when in the winter it's very nice. It keeps us nice and warm, but in the summer it's a little bit of a struggle, and I'm being stupid and I'm wearing a sweater because I want to show off my sweater. Anyways, I haven't filmed one of these in a long time, and it kind of just keeps piling up because I haven't stopped knitting at all. So I might forget some stuff. I don't know like everything that I knit, but it's better to do it and it be done than to have it be perfect. That's my mantra of the summer. I'd rather it be done than perfect. Okay. Well, first off, I'm wearing my finished Finch Sweater by Hansoom. This is like my favorite sweater ever now. If the half fisherman's rib didn't kill my hands, I would knit only these because I love how this fits. I knit this using Drops Soft Tweed. I think it's an alpaca wool blend. It's very nice. It's very drapey. It's barely pilled. I mean, I'm seeing a couple itty bitty ones, but it's not bad at all. I love this. I wish I could wear this all year long. I wear it with the full baggy sleeves, or I've been rolling them twice. That is very nice. I like the look of a big, like, rolled sleeve, so, you know, either way. We got a new AC and it's making a weird sound. I'm just gonna let it go. Okay, I want to get into it. Let's get into the knitting. I'm not very prepared for this. It's Friday morning and I was watching Lock Knit's newest podcast, and she was talking about how it's been a while and things just kept piling up, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna film. Okay, this is my first finished object. This was a test knit. I didn't finish it on time, sorry, but it's beautiful. I love this one. I also finished my black cotton sweater. Of course, there's fuzz on it. I finished this. If you can't tell, there is an obvious dye lot issue, but that's okay. This is the Spirit Week Stripe Sweater by Park Williams, except I did it without the stripes. And I think I changed the decrease rate on the sleeves a little bit because in the original pattern it matches the stripe pattern, and since I wasn't doing stripes, I didn't feel like I needed to do that. This is nice. The goal with this was to make a cool machine washable sweater that I can wear at home and I can be a lazy bum in and be gross. So that's definitely what I've gotten out of this. The dye lot does bother me a little bit, but I might just over dye it black and see what that does. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell when it's on. It's just a little bit annoying when it's not. Whoa, the cat just jumped. Okay, Spirit Week stripes. This was with just some loops and threads cotton. I didn't mind working with the cotton, except there were a million factory knots, which was annoying because, I mean, I needed 1 and 2/3 balls of the loops and thread cotton to do this, which should mean that I don't have a ton of ends, but of course, because there's a whole bunch of factory knots, there was a ton of ends, and I haven't woven all of them in, so, oops, sorry. Okay, this next one was finished and now is not again. This is the Lucky Horseshoe by Leaf Hopper Knits. I finished this, but I ripped the collar out because it was too big. It was my fault. First of all, I knit this off gauge. I knit this with Cascade 220 worsted, and I believe this is a DK weight pattern, but I had this yarn in stash. I wanted to get it out. And I mean, it's perfect colors for this. I love the colors for this. The other mod I made is I did 2x2 ribbing instead of the stockinette folded hems. I don't know, I just don't love a stockinette folded hem. I don't love doing it, and I don't love how it looks. And I like how 2x2 rib looks way more, but because I kept the same stitch count for the collar, I just did 2x2 rib. It was like way too big. So I ripped out the collar. I've just been procrastinating on doing a new one. But I mean, it's summer. I'm not gonna get to wear it anyways, but I should just get it done so I can say the project is done. But yeah, this is such nice yarn. I love Cascade. Like, maybe it's because I haven't tried the Knitting for Olives and the Sadness Garns and the Phil Kalanos, but like, I love Cascade. I love how it feels when it's before blocking. I love how it feels after blocking. I love that it's like heavy. I love a heavy knit and a heavy fabric. I think it's part of being neurodivergent. I don't know, but I love a heavy garment, and this is definitely that. I'm really zooming through these. I'm not trying to, but I guess I don't have a ton to say about them. I do really love this. I love the colors. The color work is nice, even though it took me a million years. It didn't take a million years. I'm just impatient. Yeah. And I know that this collar would only take me like a day to redo. I'm just, again, procrastinating. It's not even that I don't want to knit the collar, it's that I don't want to pick up stitches. Oops. That's fine. Okay. Almost 3 finished sweaters. Okay, this next one, it like almost doesn't count. I knit this mini mock neck tank last summer. It is with King Fibers. I don't know what the color is. I don't have the ball anymore. It's like a, I don't want to say it's bottle green, maybe like petroleum green. I don't know what I'm talking about. I finished this last year, but the bottom hem was way too tight and I couldn't wear it. So I finally sucked it up and redid the bottom hem. I actually redid it twice. The first time I just tried to bind off looser and it still wasn't enough. So the third time I ripped out the back half and I did a stretchy bind off. I think it was like a surprisingly stretchy, and it looks kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie, but it's in the back, so it's none of my business. The only thing I don't love about this is that it is too see-through to wear without a bra, and maybe that's the yarn choice or my gauge, but maybe this is too much information. If I can go without wearing a bra, I'm going to, because I have a lot of back and neck pain, I have a lot of arm pain, I'm in a lot of pain a lot of the time, and wearing a bra only makes it worse. So if I can go without wearing a bra, I'm going to. Obviously, like, I wear one when I'm at work in professional settings, but like, if I'm gonna knit a top that covers everything, I would like to not be able to not wear a bra with it. So I do like how this fits, but like, if I wear it on its own, you can see everything. And my friends, bless them, are like, well, that doesn't matter. It's like, yes, I know it doesn't actually matter a ton, but it matters to me. So I don't know what to do with this. I do really like it. I don't want to knit it again. or I don't want to re-knit this one. Maybe I'll make another one at a tighter gauge and see what that gets me. But like, it's fingering weight, so it's on tiny needles, so it's gonna take a while. It's gonna hurt my wrists, so I'm like scared that it's not really gonna be worth it if I do another one. I have been wearing that under, like, I can wear it with my overalls and it's fine, like, because it's covering everything. I've worn it with like shirts over top of it, that's fine. So it's not totally useless to me, but I don't know. Okay, we have a couple more finished objects. These two are a hat pattern I'm working on, and I think I'd actually love some insight from you guys. There are two versions of this. Both of these are knit with my own Handspun, which is fun. First one, they're both, I think I'm gonna call it the wide rib beanie set. I like big rib more, but Jessie May has a pattern in that, and I don't wanna I don't wanna step on toes. But the first version is the one that like I originally thought of, and it's a cute little cat ear beanie. I love it. It has a little, it's hard to tell because of the yarn, because it's like marled. It has a little rolled edge, and then it's just rib all the way up. You do a little bit of shifting the stitches around, and then finish it at the top. I don't wear these a ton, but I think they're so cute. Like, this is adorable. I don't wear hats because I think they make me look like an egg because I have short hair. I mean, I guess I could, I don't know. My hair is grown out right now. I don't know what's going on with that, but I think this is so cute. I think the ears turned out really good. I don't know. And then I just made a like regular, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that end. I made just a regular version as well, and I really like this too. I love chunky rib. I think this fits nice. Both of these are gonna go to my friends because I like, again, I don't really wear beanies, but I love making them. I think these ones are so cute. Now, my dilemma with this, these are really easy, simple patterns. And like, it's gonna cost me money to get them tuck edited, is the thing. And I'm not really at a place where I can be dropping money on something like that when I know I'm not gonna make anything back. But also, like, I feel weird charging money for a pretty simple pattern. I mean, like, I did put work into it. It took work. I don't know. And I was talking to some friends about this, and one of them suggested doing like a pay what you want thing. I think that is probably what I'll do, because like, it's hard out here. I work for a small business. Small businesses, I think a lot of them are not doing great right now. Maybe that's wrong, but like, I need some money. For lack of a better way of saying it. So if I'm gonna do work on something, I'd like it if I got paid. But also, like, I don't know. I don't know. If you have thoughts about that, you can put it in the comments. But I'm really happy with these. I think they're really cute. I'm definitely gonna make a whole bunch more to put in my Etsy shop, just because, like, they're cute. I like the rib. I like how the rib looks. I like that it cinches everything in. I think it's a great handspun project. I mean, like, I think it's really pretty. They're really easy, again. I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you're a knitter, put your thoughts in the comments on, like, what it takes for you to buy a pattern versus not. What you think is worth it. I mean, each of those is like maybe a page long worth of pattern. So that's what's really killing me on it, is like, it's not a lot that you're getting. To be fair, like, the most that I would probably put it up on Ravelry for is like $4, because that's what all my accessory patterns are. There's like 2 of them. But I might do like a permanent 50% off and 75% off. I don't know, just if you have thoughts on that, I would love to hear them. I don't think I finished some Handspun. I'm gonna do Handspun now. Now, I don't remember what all of these are. I remember these 2. These are so much fun. I love spinning. I've said this before, at least to my friends, but if I could spin all day, every day, and somehow make a living off of that, I would do it in a heartbeat. I love spinning. Anyways, this is a combo spin. This is 4 ounces of, I think, Glow Stick by Knits and Pearl Fibers. 4 ounces of, I think it's called UV Reactive or UV something by Knits and Pearl Fibers. And then just a black. I think I got black Corriedale from Hearthside Fibers. I'll try to make sure I put everything in the description. And it turned out, it's everything I wanted it to be. I don't know what was going on with me, but I just wanted something neon and fun. I think I have like 600 yards of this. It's worsted weight, so like I could make a t-shirt out of it. I don't think I am. I think I want this to be like stripes or color work. The obvious choice in my head is making another Spirit Week stripes because I love that pattern, and having these be the contrast stripes. But I'm trying to not just do the same thing over and over. I had the thought, Andrea Gaughan is working on a sweater version of her self-slope vest. I really, really like that, but I don't know if I want to wait for the pattern to be out to use this. The only other thing is that I would need to buy black yarn, and I have so much yarn that like I don't really want to buy more unless I need it. I mean, I do need it for this project, but I'd rather use some of the stuff that I have already. I just think these are so good. So good. I would love to spin the glow stick one on its own at some point because I love, it's like a little more, the UV one is the one that's really like the really neon parts of this, and the glow stick is like, it was like kind of muddy pastel purple, yellow, pink, and black, and like that single was really pretty, so I might have to do some of that. The hard thing with my spinning is that like I don't wear a lot of bright colors, but I love spinning bright colors. I think that's why I end up knitting a lot of my Handspun into hats that I put on Etsy or do markets with, just because I love the process of doing it, but then like I don't wear neon stuff very often. Whatever. Okay. This one, I believe it was BFL. I believe it's called like flannel something. And I believe it's from Wolfiend. I'm not 100% sure. I bought this a long time ago. And I, of course, lost the tag because I'm whatever. But this is a 3-ply. This was a 3-ply. This is a 3-ply. I love a traditional 3-ply. I love how, like, juicy it is. These colors aren't really my colors, but I do really like them. I think they could be my colors. I don't know. I think this would go really good in a colorwork sweater with like a dark navy as the main color and this as contrast. Because there is some like dark navy and slate in this, but there's also some like not tan, not yellow, but in between that, and then the red. I don't know. I think this would be good as like a low-ish contrast color work, or I'll just make a hat out of it. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay, the next one is this one. Again, not really my colors, but I do love it. It's this like purple, slate gray, snot green skein. Every year, I live in Madison, Wisconsin. I don't think that's doxing myself to say that. And we go up to, my family goes up to the berroco area every year because that's where my grandparents grew up, and Utopia Fiber Shop and Mill is there. And I finally got some of their fiber to spin, and it was spun. Actually, my grandma got this for me for my birthday. We got it the week before my birthday, and by my birthday, it was spun. I really like this. It's like maybe a sport way. I did a 2-ply for this. I normally like 3-plies, but I don't know. I love this. I want to make a top out of this, but it's some kind of wool. I don't remember if it even said. I don't know. I want this, but I don't know what it would be. I don't wear knitted accessories a lot. Like, I mainly wear garments, and that's the other hard part about spinning is, like, spinning fiber can be just as expensive, if not more expensive than yarn a lot of the time, and then, I don't know. But this is really nice. I might make, I forgot about that. I think it's out here. I forgot a finished object. I might make a ripple bralette out of this because it's at least plump enough that I don't think it's going to be see-through. I don't know where it is. Well, is it under the table? It is. I made a ripple bralette out of some leftover yarn. And again, like, I love this pattern. I haven't woven the ends in, but it's see-through again. So, like, I can't wear it anywhere on its own without a bra. Okay. This is all wrinkled up, obviously, so it's kind of hard to tell. But Ripple Bralette by Jessie May. Mods that I did. This one I kind of went crazy on. I did a provisional cast on because I had a very small amount of this yarn left. I did a provisional cast on about here. I kind of messed it up, but I did the top part and then I just picked up stitches and went down until I ran out of yarn. Ooh, it's hot in here. But yeah, like I think this turned out pretty nice. I think this yarn is nice. I believe it's some kind of cotton, wool, linen blend. It's really nice, but like I can't wear it without a bra. And that's kind of the whole reason I made it. I don't know, maybe I just need to go down a needle size or something. But I would love to make more of these, but like I don't want them to be see-through, and that kind of keeps happening to me. Okay, last handspun. Not last handspun, I have another one. I've been spinning a lot. I love spinning. This is a 2-ply that I just finished. This is by Star Knits. I was actually able to put the tag that was on the fiber back on. This is 4 ounces of Rambouillet in their Frog and Toad colorway, and this is so good. I love the colors in this. It's amazing. There's not much for me to say about it. I think it's like a DK worsted weight. I kind of have 2 brands of spinning, and one is where I'm just having fun and not trying that hard, and then the other is when I'm trying to be consistent. And this one is when I was kind of not trying that hard to be consistent. I think it ended up being like a heavy-ish DK to heavy DK, so I'm not upset about that. I really love the oranges with the greens and browns, and there's like a little bit of pink. Star Knits does a good job with dyeing her fiber. Okay, last one. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, I have a problem with buying just like 4 ounces of things, and then like I was saying, I don't make a lot of knitted accessories for myself. I prefer garments. So I took a whole bunch of just stuff I had and I blended it on my drum carder, and I'm making a whole bunch of this. I'm hoping that I'll have a sweater quantity of it because let me think. I had 3 ounces of crackle fiber, 4 ounces of, I think, Leicester long wool, 4 ounces of, oh my god, I'm forgetting, 4 ounces of gray Corriedale, at least 4 ounces of this light green, I think it's merino. What else? I had 4 ounces of Shetland, gray Shetland. I had a whole bunch of stuff, and obviously there's gonna be carding waste and blending waste. I think I had some just natural Corriedale, or it might have been Zwartbles in there. But it turns out to be this. And like, this is not my best spinning. It's definitely like lumpy bumpy. It's a little bit neppy. I would say tweedy, not neppy, but that's me being pretentious. And it's definitely not like super soft, but like it's a little bit itchy on my neck, but like on my arms it's fine. So I would love to get a sweater out of this. It's ended up being about a worsted weight 2-ply, and there's parts where it's thinner and parts where it's thicker. It's really like, it's not drapey, but it's not like this stays up. This, it's got a little bit of flop to it, and I love that in a yarn. I love long wools. So, I don't know, I'm also a big proponent of like the shave 'em to save 'em stuff. I think that like all wool has a purpose. It's just not all of it is going to be merino soft, but also like that crackle that I had was like hair, and I still blended it with other stuff, and like it's a usable, nice yarn. So I don't know, I would love to play with stuff like this more, of what I can do with blending maybe quote unquote undesirable fibers to make them more usable. Again, this isn't like next to skin soft, or it's not like neck and face soft, but like it's good yarn. I haven't washed it yet, so it probably will get softer. This is everything that I could fit on my Eel Wheel 6 8-ounce bobbin, and I think I ended up with like around 200 yards, and I have a lot of bats left to make. I think it's on the table still, actually. I split everything up evenly into little bags, basically. So, oh yeah, I can literally go through. This was the Leicester long wool. This is the green, I think it's merino. This was it's either Corriedale or it's Zwartbles, I don't remember. I think it's Zwartbles because it doesn't act like Corriedale. This was the crackle. This is like, I wouldn't wear this on its own, but again, blended together, it's fine. This was some gray Corriedale, and this was the Shetland. And all of this makes about 2 bats on my drum carder. And I did 2 passes. I might make a video about this on its own, because I have quite a bit left of this to blend and spin. But makes about two bats. I think I fit 6 bats on my carder, and I have this. I have at least 4 more bundles of this. Like, I feel like I should get a sweater. I'm not good at math. I don't know. I'm kind of stupid, but you know, I don't think. I would love to make a beautiful natural colored handspun cabled sweater. I don't think that will be this, because again, my handspun is kind of lumpy bumpy, but like this could make a beautiful just stockinette cardigan, maybe something with a little bit of texture. I want to keep spinning this, but I don't like drum carding at all. That's kind of what's holding me back, is I don't like drum carding. Okay, I have to move on. Now it's starting to get long. Okay. Get all that out of here. I have a lot of whips, but I'm only going to show you the ones I've been actively working on, because that will hopefully make things way easier. Okay. One of my whips. This is the Luna tee. I don't remember who designed this, but I'm knitting it out of Wool Through the Trees sock yarn. Don't remember what it's called. But I mean, this yarn is so good. I'm really trying to make myself some summer, spring garments, because I don't know, I don't have any. But I put a hold on this to finish my Horseshoes crab sweater, and now I'm finishing a different thing. But this is another fingering weight garment, so I'm kind of intending on taking it slow. What I would really love is to make this a long sleeve, but I don't have enough yarn for that. I want to work on more staples. And for me, like, a long sleeve, high neck, tight top is definitely a staple. I'll wear that under t-shirts. I'll wear that under a different sweater. If it's really cold out, I'll wear that on its own. So I am really excited to finish this. It's just it's on pause. Raglans, I know a lot of people like knitting raglans. They really kill me, because the raglan increases take forever, and then I feel like I should be closer to the end than I actually am, because really finishing the raglan increases only gets you to like maybe here. So I'm not quite done with the raglan increases on this. It is really easy to knit, so that's nice. It's really, I've got the repeat memorized at this point. I love knitting rib and broken rib. Like, this is really fun. I'm really excited to have this. That's one whip. I'm knitting a couple t-shirts right now. I'm only knitting one sweater. I don't even know where that is. Okay, this has been my main project. This is a modified rib lace raglan by James & Watts. I think it's definitely, I usually don't like lace, but I'm working on 2 lace projects right now, and I actually like it. So maybe it's the year of lace for me. I mean, this is just lovely, isn't it? I finished the other sleeve this morning, like literally right before I started. What I modified about this is that it's off gauge. It's very off gauge. I'm knitting it with some of my Handspun, and like, I would say this is DK to worsted. It's fingering in some spots. This was a Tweedy fiber, and definitely I have a harder time being consistent with Tweedy fibers. It turned out to be pretty consistent. Dude, I wish I could, maybe I'll put a picture of this when it's in the sunlight, because this yarn is so pretty. So pretty in the sunlight. This doesn't do it justice. But I'm knitting this on 5mm needles. I think the pattern calls for like 3.5s. I'm knitting the second size, which would normally be too small for me, but I think this, it's a little tight on me now, but I think once it blocks and the lace opens up, it'll be good. Finished the 2 sleeves. Now I'm just knitting in the round. I'm really excited about this. I want to finish it. I think it's really nice. Again, I think in the sun, the sun really does justice to the colors. But yeah, I had 2 braids of this fiber. I spun it up, and I should get a t-shirt out of it. I should get a good length t-shirt out of it. So that makes me really happy. That's good to know, because that means that ideally, if I got 3 braids of something, I should, and I did a 2-ply and I spun it thin enough, I should be able to get a sweater out of it. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. I don't know if I have anything else to say about this. I know that I showed this finished yarn in a different podcast. I believe it's Shanico Tweed from Clockwork Fiber Co. I'm not sure, but it was in a podcast, and I'll try to find the notes for that. I love this. Again, I don't know what's with me. I have never liked knitting lace, and then I started knitting this, and it's awesome. Especially once I got past the damn raglan increases. I love it. Okay. I did the shaping on the neck. I'm a little bit worried about it because it is like rippling. It's like bubbling a little bit here, but I figured I can block it and hopefully it'll be fine. I don't know. Okay. We only have, I think, 2 whips left. Okay, this one I haven't picked up in a couple days, but I wanted to cast it on. I've had this Isager, I don't know if it's just linen or a linen cotton blend for forever, and I haven't really known what to do with it. And Andrea Gahn released her latest lace tee pattern, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough yarn. I'm holding this double, so again, I think I'm off gauge again, but I really don't want to knit a fingering weight lace tee. I don't want to do that. The last time I did a fingering weight lace thing, it took me months, and I don't want this to take me months, but it might be the dogwood tee. I'm not sure. I'll put it in the description, but I just got through the short rows and then stopped because I want to finish my rib lace before I really get into this. But I mean, it looks nice. I really like this lace repeat. It's very easy. I don't have much else to say. I really like this. Okay, I think I have one more thing and then 2 acquisitions. I'm gonna have to get up and get this one. At first I was scared that this was gonna be too short, and now it's definitely not, so. Okay, this is my Handspun sweater. I haven't worked on this in a little bit because it is held with a mohair and it's too hot to do that right now. But we got our AC fixed, so maybe this will be my nighttime knitting. Oh my god. This is going to be a Hansoom Sweater by Suman, the one who designed the one I'm wearing. I test knit this one also. I love knitting with Handspun. I would only knit with Handspun if I could feasibly do that, but I have so much other yarn I need to get through, and I keep buying more. I don't keep buying more. Yeah, I basically got through the short rows on this and then knit a little bit of the back panel. This one is gonna be slow. I'm not gonna be able to wear it for at least 3 months anyway, so, and I'm not gonna make myself knit with mohair if it's way too hot to be doing that. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I was a little bit worried with this yarn. Let me see if I can get it out. Because it's a solid color plied with a multicolor, and I wanted it to be more red than the tans and grays. So I got some birthday money, and I bought some berroco ariel from a local yarn store. And this is lighter than this, so I was worried again, but I think it evened it out perfectly. It evened things out where it's, you know, it's color shifting, but it's red. It's not gray, tan. It's like more red than not. I really love this. I really like this mohair. I've never used a berroco yarn, period, I think. I really like this mohair though. This might have to be my new mohair pick. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about this. It's really nice. The gauge is a little bit tight, but I don't know if I want to go back and rip it out. Because again, like I said, I like a thick fabric, so yeah. I think the last thing is I have 1 whole, or I guess technically 2 whole acquisitions. And then I'm all done. I have like yarn all over me. Okay. When I was at Utopia, I want to make, I can't remember, of course I can't remember what the pattern is. It's one of Andrea Mowry's shawls. It's the one where it's striped, but it has slip stitches. It's like Nightshade, Night something, Nightlight, I don't know. But I have this beautiful Handspun. It's not in a very good skein, but it's like, and of course the colors aren't showing up very good. It's very like cool green with little hints of like a yellowy green, little hints of tan, and then some like navy. It's a 2-ply. I got 2 braids of it. I just spun them randomly and then applied it together. I believe this is BFL again. It's really nice. This is another one where I was like, maybe I'll make a t-shirt, but I don't have any shawls that I really like. All of that to say, I got 2 skeins of Utopia's Ridge Sport. I think I might only need 1 skein, and then I'll have more left over. But I got 2 skeins of this just to be sure, to be my main color. And it's gonna go with this, and it's gonna be so good. I just need to finish. I need to finish a couple more things. I'm not gonna need a shawl till the winter. But once I finish some things, this is gonna be such a good shawl. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to use this yarn. I have used Utopia's sock base before, but like this is a woolly base. Their sock base is just like superwash merino nylon, I think. This like has VM in it, and I love stuff like that. You're not gonna catch me complaining about VM in a yarn. I love woolly farm yarns, so that's my acquisition. I'm really excited to make this. See, now that I'm looking at this though, I'm like, what if it was a t-shirt? Because I know I could make a t-shirt out of it. No. I can always buy more fiber. I can buy more fiber. I'm not allowed to buy more yarn for a little bit, but I can always buy more fiber. I'm not going to stop myself from that, because at least then I'm getting like way more use and enjoyment out of it from just knitting it and wearing it, because I'm also getting the joy of spinning the yarn itself. Okay. I think that's it. I have a sock whip somewhere, but like I'm barely working on it. I still can't do a lot of small needles without my wrists hurting. But you might have been seeing, I've been putting out some shorts. I'm working on my art practice and business again, so maybe I'll show you guys that for a second. I've been working on some sticker designs. I want to make my art business an intersection between my like art and my fiber art. So my first little series of stickers, I want to show you my Mothman one, is Cozy Cryptids. So I'm making stickers of cryptids in knitwear. So here's Mothman. He's in a sweater. I'll show you all of them. You know what? Let's go crazy. I'll show you all of them. I haven't posted one of them yet, so you're gonna get a little sneak peek. I drew Bigfoot and some knitted socks. He's so cute. I had a really hard time with him at first, but I'm really happy with how Bigfoot turned out. Big socks for Bigfoot. Which one was next? Fresno Nightcrawler and some leg warmers. Cause you know he's got such long legs. We gotta keep his legs warm. He's really cute. My friends all really like this one, which makes me happy because I was self-conscious about him. I made a jackalope and a little knitted scarf. They're all cute. I think these are one of the first things I've made art-wise in a really long time that I'm really happy with, which feels good. I posted this one yesterday. Nessie in a little cowl. This one is so good. I have to give props to my boyfriend for this one. He suggested Nessie in a cowl, and then I was struggling to figure out what color to make the cowl, and he was like, oh, it should be natural sheep colored, because Nessie, I think, lives in the Scottish Isles, and there are so many sheep there. So smart. Nessie, and then here's your little sneak peek. I guess I don't know when this video is going to come out, but this one might be my favorite. I made a Yeti in a cardigan. He's so cute. I love him. I love these. Again, I guess if you don't know, I have known that I wanted to do art for my job since I was like 12. And I graduated high school in 2021 during the pandemic, and I applied to art schools, and I got in to a whole bunch of them, and I got scholarships, but it was at the point where, like, if you don't know, art school is so expensive, and I got like a $90,000 scholarship to a really good school, but I still would have been in hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. So I was also at a really weird point in my life. I was probably the most depressed I've ever been. I was very newly medicated. So I ended up not going to any of the art schools that I applied for. And I kind of just got myself really burnt out. I spent a lot of time preparing my portfolios for that and all that stuff. And then afterwards, I kind of just stopped drawing, which sucks, and I wish I hadn't done that because I feel like I've lost a lot of the progress I've made. But I love art, I love drawing. It's one of the few things that I feel like I'm really good at. So, like, I don't know, I'm not gonna give up on it, and I've been drawing a lot more, and I'm trying to post my drawings. I'll make sure my business Instagram is gonna be in the show notes as well. You can give me a follow there. I've been cross-posting onto TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Reels, so anything that goes on there is probably going to go on my YouTube Reels here, unless it's too long of a video. My Etsy will be below as well. I'm going to start doing some more prints. What I would really love is to do a mail club. I would love to do a mail club. That's like my little dream right now. I would love to do a horror movie mail club. It's another thing, if you don't know me personally, I love horror movies. It's my favorite thing to watch. So I would love to do a monthly horror movie mail club, but I want to improve my skills a little bit more. I want to maybe get a little bit more of a following first. But I would also like to post some art stuff here too. I've been following a lot more art creators on here, and I really love their stuff. And I don't want this channel to strictly be knitting and spinning. I want it to be all the things I do creatively, because I do a lot. I have fiber dyeing stuff that I need to crack into. I do spinning, I do knitting, I do crocheting, I want to get into weaving. I have a lot of things I want to do, so, and I don't want to hold myself back from posting about something, because who cares? Okay, I think that's everything I have to show you. Thanks for being here with me. I always feel a little bit self-conscious when I'm doing these, but I've heard nothing but good things from people, so I'm gonna keep doing them. And you know, who gives a fuck if someone doesn't like it? Just don't watch it. It's that easy. Okay, I gotta clean all this up and get ready to go to work. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.